everyone, it's Jen here to talk to you today about all things living on less. Today we're going to talk about how to build a better and budget grocery list. A bunch of these tips are brand new ones that I've never shared on this channel before, and I'm really excited to talk about them with you all. So let's dive in. Okay, so today I am coming to you from my dining room. I thought about filming this in the kitchen and then I was like, you know what? I have a sore back, so I'm just gonna take a seat at the table in a nice comfy chair and chat with you all today. The idea for this video actually came recently from a viewer. They had watched a couponing video I just put out. If you haven't seen that, I'll link it for you. But they asked me after watching that, Jen, can you please go into how exactly you do build that grocery list and meal plan and how we, the viewer, can try that too. And I got thinking, yeah, I guess I never really have done a video just devoted entirely to building your grocery list. So today I thought I would start a conversation with you all and share exactly what our family does to create affordable meal plans and that really affordable grocery list before we even hit the stores to buy our food. By the way, if you're new here, hi, I'm Jen. Welcome to the channel. New or longtime viewers, it's such a pleasure to have you here. We're going to make this easy peasy. I'm just going to give you 5 tips. So it's not that much to keep track of. 5 tips on how you can start this habit today to save yourself a lot of money and also save yourself a lot of time. So the first thing you need to know about making a better or budget grocery list is you do need to start with meal planning. So before you even make your list, you need to start by making a plan. Don't worry, this isn't that time consuming, and actually it's going to save you a lot of hours throughout your week of having to plan and think every single day, what are we gonna eat, what am I gonna make, because it's all mapped out for you. I actually have an entire video all about meal planning that you can go ahead and watch after this one, but just to sum it up, if you are creating a meal plan for your week and you're wanting to stick to a budget, that means you're going to work into your meals budget items and then the odd splurge, because nobody can stick to a budget all the time and nobody wants to eat cheap canned tuna all the time either, by the way. So the key here is balance. You're going to balance your meals between things that are cheap and expensive and between convenience foods and more staple ingredients for homemade meals. We all get busy throughout the week and we don't have time to cook a homemade meal, and we need those convenience items. We also can't have wild Pacific salmon every night. Sorry to break it to you guys, but if you're wanting to save money, you can't eat like that. And then once you have your meal plan, you are going to start making out your grocery list. I like to separate it into categories. So I have meat, dairy, carbs, veggies, and fruit, and I'm just gonna stick everything in each category from my meal plan that I know we need. You also wanna put in there maybe some breakfast foods or lunch foods that you can notice I only meal plan my suppers, but then you wanna make sure you have everything on hand for breakfasts and lunches as well. Tip number 2 in building that affordable grocery list is to shop for cheap food for the calories. Okay, what do I mean by this? Well, not every food is created equal when it comes to expense, okay? So if you're really looking to save money, you can get a roast beef or a steak, or you can get ground beef, okay? They're gonna have similar vitamins and minerals, much different price. The same could be said about chicken versus turkey. In our area, turkey is often a lot cheaper. So that's why I had my turkey legs meal this week, because I knew that that was gonna be cheaper for that meal than buying chicken breasts, for example. But this isn't just with meat. Let's think about fruits and vegetables. If you are buying onions, anyone who's a grocery shopper in your house will know that usually yellow onions are cheaper than white onions or red onions. So same amount of calories, pretty much the same vitamins and minerals, go for the one that is cheaper for calories. Carrots are generally less expensive than broccoli. Spinach is usually cheaper than fancy microgreens. So really think about that when you're making your list and you're meal planning things out. What do you want to save on? What can you maybe splurge on? But in general, let's go for what do we want to save on? Tip number 3, what needless items can you leave off your list? My rule of thumb when we go grocery shopping is stick to the list, stick to the list, stick to the list. So I'm not getting distracted by different things in the store. So if you're gonna keep to that rule of sticking to your grocery list, Make sure you're not putting things on there you really don't need. Sodas, sugary juices, and Kool-Aid jammers. Totally unnecessary, don't even put it on your list. Don't put bottled water on your list. Get yourself a Brita filter and drink tap water from home. The same could be said for prepackaged, super sugary processed snacks and desserts. They're not good for you anyway. Don't even bother putting them on your list. Oh, by the way, I didn't want to forget to mention, if you are liking the content of this video at any point as you're watching, please click that like button below and let me know. Okay, tip number 4 when you're building that list is check for sales. So I start by writing my list out. I start there. I don't start by looking for sales and then making my list. Let me tell you why. Because if you check for sales and then make your list, basically you're just gonna go through your flyers, whether that's on a flip app or a physical flyer, and you're gonna see all of these things on sale and you're gonna write them on your list, even if you don't need them. So I always start with the meal plan and then I look for what's on sale, and then I only am looking for what's already on my meal plan. If it's on sale, I'll write that on my list, what it's on sale for and at what store. And I mean, usually a lot of the items on my list are gonna be on sale at some store in my area. It ensures I'm not buying anything needlessly, and it really helps me out when I'm in the store to know where I'm going in the store and for what, and what I'm buying at each store, so that it just keeps it very well organized. When you do this little bit of work at home, it's gonna save you so much time wandering different stores and different grocery aisles when you go shopping. It's gonna make your shopping experience so much easier, so much more convenient and enjoyable for you. And tip number 5 here, which I think is probably the most important one, is give your entire family full access to your grocery list. Now this is tough for me because I am a bit of a control freak. In case you didn't know this about myself, I like to be very organized and I like things a certain way. So this doesn't mean that give your family full access as in they're just gonna write down everything they want. Mom, get me Captain Crunch cereal or chips or pop, whatever. That is not what I mean. What I mean is this: when you run out of something in your home, so say you run out of potatoes or milk or butter or bread, you want to empower your family to please go write that item on your grocery list whenever they notice something is out. Or if you notice something is out and you're in the middle of baking or whatever, you just holler to your kid, hey, so-and-so, please write brown sugar on the grocery list. And then you also want to involve them in the meal planning. So I do this all the time when I'm making up meal plans for the list, and maybe I'm stumped, I can't think of some meals, or I just want to involve them. I'll say, hey kids, or hey Andrew, do you guys have some ideas of meals we could have next week? And they'll shout out different ideas of favorite meals and then pop some of their favorites on that meal plan. Now, why am I telling you to do this, and how in the world does this save you money? This saves you money because when you go shopping then with your children or your partner and you're going through those aisles, they will have been involved in making your grocery list, in planning the meals for the week, and they're going to be far less likely to say, Mom, can we get this? Can we get this? Can we get this? Or maybe it's your partner who goes through the aisles and is like, ooh, this looks great, this looks great. If they've been involved in the meal planning process, if they've been involved in taking inventory of what you are out of in your home and putting it on the list, it means that they're going to understand why you stick to a list. They're going to really know and understand, what do we really need in our home? And they're going to be more satisfied with what you're putting in your grocery cart. And that way, you're not going to be buying all these needless things at the store. The whole family needs to play an active role in this. Okay, so what do you guys think? Can you try out those 5 simple things? Or maybe you just want to choose one of those things and give it a try this week and see if it brings your costs down on your groceries. Right now, I know here in Ontario, we are locked down more than ever. Like literally the only thing you can buy in a store, you can't buy socks or underwear or paper or pencils or anything unnecessary, no toys, no bedding. But you can buy food. It's literally one of the only things that we can do in Ontario right now. So why not, if you are living in a place like mine that's locked down right now, why not take this opportunity to really hone in on your menu planning, recipe planning, grocery list skills, and learn how to do this efficiently and in a budget-friendly way. Or maybe you're watching this video well into the future and the pandemic is a thing of the past and you can't really relate to what I'm talking about, stores being locked down. If you are in that place, awesome. That's that's great. I am glad that we will have gotten over this hump someday. And I really do find that these principles are timeless. This is what I've been doing with my family for well over a decade. And trust me, it actually works. So I wish you guys all the best of luck in your own home, whether you're just a single person living on your own or a large family like mine. Whoever you are and wherever you are watching this from, I am so honored that you chose to spend even a little bit of time with me today. And here are some more grocery and budgeting videos coming right up in case you want to just keep watching and we can have some more fun together. I'll see you in the next video, everyone. For the least, this is Jen.